Good evening, everyone. I am here to inform everyone of the tragic shootings last weekend, which everyone should be aware of. There was a shooting in El Paso, Texas, which left 20 people dead, which was a tragedy. And shortly after that, Dayton, Ohio got a shooting, which was also tragic. Thank God the Dayton Police Department stopped that shooting before it got worse than what it was. Shortly afterwards, Democrats and Republicans have issued some more major gun control that needs to be stopped. Trump has supported red flag laws and universal background checks. Red flag laws are very dangerous. What does that mean? You have an ex wife, you have an ex girlfriend or ex boyfriend, or some random person who doesn't like you can go to a secret court and have them say, yeah, this person's crazy, they have guns, and I don't think they should have them. Judge issues a warrant. The cops go, seize the guns. No due process, violates both your Fourth and Second Amendment rights, along with the due process laws. Now, you have to hire a lawyer to prove you're innocent in all this. And if you're not, if you don't have the money for a lawyer, you will, or at the time, you can't own a gun until you get everything straightened out. What are universal background checks? Right now, we have what is called the NICS system. If you buy from an FFL, you have to fill out what is called a 4473, which is basically a certain type of registration. It ain't registered like what the Democrats want or the anti Americans. You fill out the 4473, it goes, gets called in through NICS, and they run your background. It's a violation of your Fourth Amendment right to privacy. I believe any gun law in the book is illegal, including the Hughes Amendment. The Hughes Amendment, which took away machine guns in 1986, is illegal as it says shall not be infringed. I personally never would own a machine gun because they're not accurate and it eats up a lot of ammo. But I do want it repealed as it says in the Constitution shall not be infringed. I will give some of the best channels out there to watch when it comes to this stuff and to watch gun reviews. But right now, we need to be talking major fixing of our gun laws where no infringement shall be on illegal infringement that we already have anyway. We have to call our congressmen, our reps, our governors, and the president. But be respectful, be kind, don't sound like a whack job on it. This is how we can defeat all gun laws on the books. After Vegas, there was a shoot, or after the Vegas shooting, a Republican named Carlos Carbello from Miami, Florida, had introduced a bill to ban rate increasing devices. And thanks to one of the gun channels who made a video, his phone lines blew up. They actually called the shop to want to talk to him. He would not talk to traders, so good on you. Tim from Military Arms Channel. He Tim is one of the best guys I've watched on YouTube. Shall not be infringed stands up that all gun laws are illegal and urges everyone to fight. He is the channel I will recommend as the number one channel to stop or to go to when anything like this happens, so that way everything can get straightened out. But here are some of the best channels: Military Arms Channel, Iraq Veteran 8888, The Gun Collective, Guns and Gadgets, Kuda Boy 32 Tactical, Hank Strange. Those are some of the best channels I could recommend when it comes to fighting laws. You listen to what they say, they explain it. Tim breaks it down, why it's all illegal. because instead of watering it down like piece by piece, he just jumps in and says exactly what they want. 30 round mags. Um, Suppressor ban, the bump stock ban, which are already illegal, and you can still get suppressors, but through an unconstitutional law called the NFA. Now, as I recommend those channels, anyone on here, you get out there and you watch. Right now, the media did not say anything much on the Dayton shooter like they did El Paso because of it being more racially motivated. And I'm sorry for those people down there. I truly am. I'm a conservative, but that guy who did that shooting is an embarrassment. He is not someone who represents America. He represents hate, and he needs to be sentenced to death for those crimes. And same thing, and I'm glad Dayton law enforcement, like I said at the beginning, stopped that shooting as quick as they did. Tragically, his sister was one of the victims who died. It's a shame. Can't, I'm just having a hard time through this. But call your reps, call your governor, email the president, but be respectful. The liberals, right after a major shooting, will go on the air saying, "We need more gun control." No laws on the books would stop it. Tell me what laws on the books would have stopped Vegas, Columbine, North Hollywood. None of the laws worked. And they know it. They want socialism. They want to take our guns and our freedoms away. Now, me, I am mad at Trump for coming out on gun control. Now, do I still support him? Yeah, I support him on a lot of other stuff. But on the Second Amendment, I do not support him at all. He's betrayed gun owners. He's he's come out with major laws which infringe on a lot of our rights. And everything I stand for on guns, he's against. It's a shame because I really thought he would do more to get some of the laws repealed, get constitutional carry passed in all 50 states. Nothing at all. But right now, if you live in a blue state like California, still call, put pressure on your people to veto any gun laws. That's all it takes. So, this is all I have to say for tonight. But I urge you guys to check out some of those channels. And another channel I forgot to mention is Reed Henricks from Valor Ridge. His channel is great when he gives out history lessons. Those are the main video. Those are the only videos I watch on there because they speak the truth. Also, join Gun Owners of America, the only group that does not compromise on our rights. Sure, there's other groups like Firearms Policy Coalition, Second Amendment Foundation, etc. Right now, the NRA is very corrupt with all the money laundering that came out this past year. They gave us the bump stock ban, they gave us the Hughes Amendment, NFA, Gun Control Act, the NIC system, the gun free zones. They helped Bill Clinton with the assault weapons ban of 1994, which did nothing. So even though I don't have a lot of subscribers, if you join any gun groups, do not join the NRA. Join Gun Owners of America, Second Amendment Foundation, Firearms Policy Coalition. They are the ones fighting for our rights. They are the best groups out there. And also a list of turncoats that I can name. Well, just here in Ohio, the only few I know of Or Mike DeWine, my governor, whom I called his office, was respectful to tell him to back off on passing any gun control laws on the Second Amendment. Mike Turner out of the 10th District of Ohio, which includes Dayton, no surprise there, wants to ban the sale of AR 15s just because of the shooting. It was a tragedy, yeah. But guess what? Banning a gun because of an idiot who used it? No. I called his office. I was respectful. I told him that no law on the books would work. I talked to his intern. Be polite. Also, if you're watching this, Wednesday, Eric Pratt from Gun Owners of America is going to be doing a live stream with Tim from Military Arms Channel. I urge you to watch it. I might not be able to watch all of it because I do splits at work. But when I watch it, I listen and I learn about what is actually happening. Even I need people to understand what these laws mean piece by piece. I personally I don't really get into tactical guns like AR-15s, AR-50 or AR-15s, semi-automatic AKs, Glocks, etc. I'm more into guns like my SKS, my Carcano, and old Milsurps. I will be right back in 1 minute to finish or show you what I have. This is my Chinese SKS, semi-automatic 10-shot gun. This here right now would not be banned in an assault weapons ban because of how many rounds it holds in the gun. And it doesn't have pistol grips. It does have a bayonet, but it doesn't have the pistol grip, collapsible stock, etc. But don't think that after they ban ARs and stuff that they'll come after your surplus. They'll come after that. They'll come after your 22s, your shotguns, etc. That is why I am against every gun law in the book, from the past to the ones being written now. And like I said, I personally don't want to own a machine gun because they're not accurate. They eat up a lot of ammo. But the reason I oppose the Hughes Amendment is because I know every piece of gun legislation that passes is more freedom taken away, and they're chipping away piece by piece. And also, in the Dayton, Ohio shooters case, the reason the media won't report it as much is because the lunatic was a Bernie Sanders supporter. He supported gun control, and he supports Elizabeth Warren for next year's election. Yeah, it doesn't fit their narrative. But the reason the shooter down in Texas got more coverage is because they claim he's a Trump supporter. I read somewhere where he supports a lot of socialistic views, but it's the media. And that was sad because it was racially motivated. So, if that shooting in Dayton is from a leftist, no wonder they won't support it or cover it. Also, last weekend, there was shootings in Chicago. Wow, Chicago, one of the hardest places to get a gun. Why that wasn't reported? Because people will know that in Chicago, with their strict gun laws, and yet still so violent, the nickname of it is called Chirac. Yeah, they don't want to report on it because that doesn't fit their narrative, like what happened in Texas or Ohio. I'm from the 4th District of Ohio. I'm from a small town about an hour north of Dayton. I and that hit me worse knowing it happened in my state. And I thank those officers who risked their lives that day. Anyway, that's all I have to say. You guys have a good night. Check out the videos I mentioned, or the channels I mentioned. You will get a lot of news. I will try to do more live streams as soon as I can. I work a lot, so it's hard to get them out from and I can get them out from time to time when I can. You guys have a great night.